All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the Elder Millstone, and Sausage Brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. And I'm going to hop right into it, something off the comment board. Another melanin only Israelite. All right, Jake is Jake is Jake is Jake is Jake, man. All right, but the prophets are here to bring out the tradification, and here we go, man. So first, the video was Jeff is not the white man. It's on my channel. He left a comment. Great video. I've been doing research on Japhet. Of course, I know Esau is the white people, which they're now white. They're red. They call themselves white to make up themselves as angels of light. It's a play on words that it goes. It's a subconscious thing. You don't even realize it. The fact they call themselves white, and that way you look at them a certain way with a certain high esteem. But I ran into Israelites saying he's Japhet, which is pure nonsense, which is true. Of course, he's not Japhet. So my question is this: who is Japhet? Two scriptures say he will dwell in Shem tent. So I'm leaning toward the Hispanics, Samoans. I know you guys go by the 12 tribes chart, but from my research, seems only Judah was scattered to the four corners of the world. So I guess I'm in the middle. I don't agree with the chart, but I agree with everything else. All right. Let's grab this first. This is Genesis 10. And 1. Now these are generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japhet, and unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japhet, Gomer, Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, everyone after his tongue, after their families and their nations. All right? So, Japhet are your island nations, Hawaii, Samoans, the Australians, the original Australians, all right? The Aboriginals, all right? That's Japhet. Just like they had the islands of Greece. They were always close to that water. They were always close right next to Israel, They was always next to, Israel, not Israel, but the Shemitic people, where they had the huge landmass of Europe, all right? They really dwelt by that water. Spain, Tarshish, they was right there. All right, so throughout time, migration happened and landmarks have been moved. They got the island nations, all right? The isles of the Gentiles, that's key. Because you have Israelites that right now on the islands because Israel has been scattered. So you got the Cubans, the Levites, the Haitians, all right? You have those. Those are Israelites, man. The isles of the Gentiles. All right. What else did he say? Only Judah was scattered to the four corners. Oh, what was the other principle I had thought about? The Spirit of bringing when it comes around. Only Judah was scattered to the four corners of the world. So I guess I'm in the middle. I don't agree with the chart. Look, that's madness, man. James 1:1. James, the servant of the Most High and of the Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. The 12 have been scattered. Say even if all of Issachar left the land of Issachar and came to one land, they all just was in one land. Say they all was just in Mexico, which all Issachar is not in Mexico because we're scattered. But say that happened, that's still them being spread. That's still the 12 tribes being spread. That one tribe is in this land. This tribe is over here. This tribe is over there. So that would still technically be scattered, but that's not how it works. All Israel is scattered, man. I was watching this show on Netflix, some cooking show. They in fucking Europe, and I put this in a comment. If you travel to Europe, go to a restaurant, look in the kitchen, you'll see Mexicans in there, bro. Israel was scattered. All right, then I broke down the Jaffa thing. All right, and I was watching this show, and they go in the kitchen. Tell me why it's Mexicans in there, even in Europe, working. All right, which is prophecy, man. This is Genesis 30. At 16, Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, "Thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes." And he lay with her that night, and the Most High hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob the fifth son. And Leah said, "The Most High hath given me my hire, because I have given my maid unto my husband." And she called his name Issachar, which Issachar means he is hired. Because Issachar is a working motherfuckers. Issachar can work 12, 14 hours a day, go home, drink cervezas, get 2 hours of sleep, and do the same thing the next day, man. They're strong ass, bro. This is Genesis 49. 14. Issachar's a strong ass, crouching down between two burdens. Hard workers, man, between two burdens. But right there between North America and South America, man, right in between. Two burdens, man. They even like the donkey is their symbol, man. How's that not prophecy? That's simple. He says, "Some you have a point. I understand it's Afro-Mexican, see, stuck on that skin color. Jake is stuck on color." But you're telling me that other types of Israelites as well? Yes. Yes. This is Jeremiah. Let me see something. What you mean you can't open it? Come on, man. Is the site down? Is the website down? Interesting. Fuck. And it had a photo on there I really needed. Well, dang. Because there's an artifact with Pharaoh holding up 3 Israelites in this by the hair. You know, Lord willing, if I can get the picture, and when I can, I'll make it the still shot. The video will probably be uploaded. If I can get the picture, I have to get it from Saudi Arabia, and it's 6:30 a.m. So the video may be uploaded before that, but afterwards I will edit and put that in as the still shot. So just come back to the channel so you can at least see that picture. But it's Pharaoh holding up three Israelites. One darker skin, one dark skin, one medium skin, and one lighter skin. And this is an ancient artifact. With the real Egyptians, the tall Egyptians, the tall black Egyptians, before Ptolemies took over, man. This is the real Egyptians. All right, so we always ranged. It wasn't just dark ass niggas, man. No, we are Israelites, man. We range. All right. This is Jeremiah 12:9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come, ye assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour. So Israel is as a speckled bird, man, especially now that we've been scattered. We're going to look like different people, different tribes, different nations. All right, we've been scattered in these places. You know, the Israelite male is going to lay with these different women. So we're going to look different. All right? It's just that simple. What happened in Egypt? Was it Potiphar's wife? I believe it was Potiphar's wife. I could be mistaken. But what? She wanted Joseph to the point where when he didn't do it, she lied and got him locked up. Said he tried to rape her. That happened in slavery. That happened when we were scattered. That happened wherever we've been. Women of other nations love fucking Israelite men. It's that simple. And Israelite men love women of other nations. So that happened. So yes, you see lighter skinned Israelites, Northern Kingdom. It's light skinned Judites. A lot of them. There's a lot of light skinned Mexicans. But there are also a lot of dark ones. And the dark ones are only Israelites. And not all the dark ones are Israelites. Not all the light ones are. Because you have a thing called tares. However, Israel range in complexion. I don't want to get off that part. Because I mentioned the Ephraim is the cake not turn. And he responds to a cake not turn and says, the Ephraim cake part is talking about following other ways, not skin color. Once you check the content above. All right, so let's get that. Because on one level, look, I'll just get it. I know it's Hosea 7. This is Hosea 7, and I'm gonna start at 1. When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria. They commit falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the troop of robbers spoileth without. And they considered not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beset them about. They are before my face. They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies. They are all adulterous, as an oven heated by the baker. So, they're following after the wicked ways of the ruler, who ceaseth from raising after he have kneaded the dough, until it be leavened. And the day of our king, the princes have made him sick with bottles of wine. He stretched out his hand with scorners. Ephraim completely conformed. All right? The northern kingdom completely conforms to the way of the ruler. They think it's a blessing to get them a so-called white one. All right? And the day, Salakia, they have made ready their heart like an oven. Whilst they lie in wait, their baker sleepeth all the night, in the morning it burneth as a flame of fire. They are all hot as an oven, and have devoured their judges. All their kings are fallen. There is none among them that calleth unto me. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. What does it mean to mix yourself among the people? Yeah, if you mix yourself because, yes, you're following their ways, you're following their wickedness, but you're literally mingling with them. We have an example of that. Let's see what happens when you mix yourself amongst the people. Does that just mean you just follow their ways? That's not how life works, my man. In America, people don't just follow the American ways. What's a big part of America? And this melting pot, interracial dating. Let's get it. This is am I supposed to be in Ezra? Salakia. Bear with me. Is it you know what? I'm not tripping. This is Ezra 9. Spirit cold. Spirit cold. Call all we have about Shami out shy. Ezra 9:1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations. So yes, following their ways. All right? Not separated equals mixed, mingled. Doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, and the Moabites. Slakin. The Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. They have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yeah, the hand of the princes and rulers hath been chief in this trespass. So it's not just, yes, following their ways, but what else? What comes with that? Interracial dating, as what they put it nowadays, man. Plain and simple. So back in Hosea 7:8, Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not. Yeah, gray hairs are here and there upon him, yet he knoweth it, yet he knoweth not. All right, which is, Edom taking over their lands and their resources right now. All right. Verse, I'm gonna keep going. And the pride of Israel testified to his face. They did not return to Yahweh their power, nor seek him for all this. Ephraim also was like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria. What's Egypt and Assyria? Is talking about what? America. They love this place. They go to this place for help. If you get you a true blue American, a white boy, you came up. That's how they look at it, man. And this is in their culture. You can look and see that. Ephraim specifically being the Puerto Ricans, but this is heavy amongst, because Ephraim also represents the northern kingdom, because Ephraim was the leading tribe. This is heavy amongst the northern kingdom. All right? Plain and simple. So the cake not turned, yes, it is going into the ways, but it's also going into actually mingling with the people. Interracial dating, bro. We just read the precept. Let's get back to the comments. So we're gonna go back up. Mexicans, kitchen in Europe. Okay. You have a point, my brother. I understand it's Afro-Mexicans, but you're telling me the other types are Israelites as well? Okay, so what about the information on the Native Americans that were slave owners? Also, besides us, let's touch this, the slave owner part. Um, oh, this is Nehemiah 5. And this is an ancient world, all right? This is in the ancient world right here. This is Nehemiah 5. And we'll start at 1. And there was a great cry of the people and of their wives against their brethren, the Jews. For there were that said, we, our sons, and our daughters are many. Therefore we take up corn for them, that we may eat and live. Some also there were that said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards, and houses, that we might buy corn because of the dearth, which is a famine. There were also that said, we have borrowed money for the king's tribute, and that upon our lands and vineyards, yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children, and lo, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants. And some of our daughters are brought into bondage already, neither is it in our power to redeem them, for other men have our lands and vineyards. I'm going to pause this video right here, because I need to make space on this phone, just in case. I just thought about the couple of sit-downs I did, and didn't get saved. So I'm going to pause right here and come right back.